Hello, Robin here with the Mountain Play, yet again with another Color Your Voice Workshop Virtual Edition, number 5. And last week we had a chance to get some rest, hopefully, so we are back. And we are here with an amazing guest speaker, Zphyna Caldwell, who is one of the most creative people. And you do a lot of work here in Sausalito. Can you just tell us a little bit about the work you do here? And
Yeah, totally. I want to say first off, though, that we met when we were children, and we did a play together.
Yeah.
And we had spent several years apart, and then we reunited at the Mountain Play, up on the mountain, working in theater again. And so it's really cool just to show that if you have a passion, whatever your passion may be, that it is feasible and it's realistic and it can become a reality for you. So here we are now as, first as children, and now here we are as adults.
Yep.
Living our passion, creating theater professionally, and it's just such a wonderful experience.
It is.
So,
especially now that we get to work together.
I know, we get to be the bosses.
Yes.
So that's really cool. So speaking of that, now I am an enrichment provider. I do lots of musical theater. I work with several different schools and communities here in Marin County. So I work with the city of Mill Valley. I work with the city of Sausalito. Lots of other schools, St. Hilary School, Marin Horizon School. Oh gosh, I could go on and on and on. Willow Creek Academy, Willow Creek, yes, I didn't.
We are, a couple weeks ago, I gave our participants some questions.
Okay.
To start off with what they want, most desired, and it could be from a character that they're creating.
Yeah.
So something like, the first thing obviously what you want, and then what challenges are in the way of what you want, what would you do to get what you want, and what would happen if you didn't get what you want, all these great questions. But the thing is that the rest of that world was kind of needs some details. Things like
fleshing out.
Yeah, some fleshing out. Things like where in the world they live. This character lives. Is it in the fantasy? Is it is it in a different time period? Who are their friends? Their enemies? Their family? Things like that. So we're gonna try a quick activity today to see if we can discover that. Now, me personally, I like to work from the outside in, and what that means is I like to work with my body first, and then that helps me discover that character. That helps me fill out the world, right?
Yeah.
So
that's funny because I actually do the opposite.
You
I
do?
work from the inside out.
Oh,
so
perfect.
I figure out all the stuff, and then I'm like, how does this person move? How do they move throughout their world? So that's really cool. Yeah.
Yay.
And movement for me, it's funny because I do choreography and stuff, but it's difficult. Movement for me it can be a challenge. I've been told, oh, you're too hippie when you walk, so I've had to train to walk straight, because I have a little sway when I walk usually. So things of that nature.
Yeah, sure.
Is, movement can definitely elude me at times. So it's something I really do have to work on.
Well, but it's how we start off, right? It's that blank canvas that we want to start with first, and then we can become a shift into a completely different character, whatever it happens to be. Yeah.
Very true.
Okay, so the activity. We're going to help you out with a little bit of this, and we're going to give you 3 choices to choose from, and Zphyna is going to help me by playing with me.
Woo!
Socially distanced.
Woo!
I do hope you guys get a chance to work with someone, because that's what theater is about. It's about sharing, and it's about enjoying the playtime that you get to spend with somebody who's really special for you.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more.
Yeah. So she's going to help me out with this. So we're going to give you 3 choices of worlds to just start with. And of course, if you come up with your own, fantastic. So the first world that you can choose from is a fantasy world. Second world that you can choose from is from this world right now, what's happening, 2020 now.
Yes.
The third world that you can choose from is this world that you know, but at a different time period and maybe a different place.
Ooh.
So you could think of like 1700s Manchurian China or something like that. That'd be pretty cool, actually.
That is pretty intense. I like it. Yeah.
Really
I immediately went to like 1920s New York.
Yes. Yes. Exactly.
Yeah.
So based on one of those choices, you can come up with how your character moves, and then you can start kind of filling out what that world is. So let's take that 1920s, flapper dancer. The thing that they most want is the biggest, most luxurious feather to fit in their little hat or something like that.
Yeah.
And so then that might inform how my character moves through space. So what we're going to practice is we're going to just walk through this beautiful studio that we are in right now. Very lucky to have this. This is
so lucky. Thank you, City of Sausalito.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, gift not just to me, but to all of us. So,
Yes.
It's really wonderful.
So we get to use this space. We're going to just walk across it the first time around as our character. Now the character that I came up with that I want is I am desperate for the dream job to make everything that I touch grow. So I'm like working to be that job. I want that job. It sounds kind of fantasy world for me, so I think I'm going to start there. Just try out the fantasy world and see how that goes. Zphyna, can you tell us a little about your character?
Yes, so I've been working really hard lately. We just got the studio. We haven't even finished completely moving in. So I've been really just tired and kind of feeling weak. So I would love youth and energy and sort of eternal motivation and strength that I feel like I could use and I definitely want.
Okay, so that's your most want. In what world do you think you'd want to just try to start with?
Oh, in what world? I feel like in this world, here and now. That's
Right.
what I want, yeah.
Okay, so we're going to practice by going across the space one by one. And so I'll try it with my dream job in a fantasy world. Zphyna's going to try youth and energy and strength in the current world.
Yes.
And here we go. Let's try it.
Let's do it. Okay.
Okay, I'll go first.
Okay.
Let's see. So I'm kind of thinking like a troll. I'm just so desperately want to plant something. It's not working. Oh, that's my character. Go for
I
it.
feel like a little old lady. I just feel old and weak, and I want sort of like that fountain of youth, that flower of power. I want to be strong and vibrant again.
Ooh, and you almost like became that as you walked off. You were like,
It was working.
Yes. Okay, and the last experiment that we do, if you have someone to work with, we're going to interact. We're just going to say a quick hello. See how that goes. Here we go.
Let's do it.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh,
Oh, I'm fine.
okay.
I'm fine.
Oh, that's quick. That's eager. I almost feel like we're the same character, only like in two little different worlds.
Right? What do you call that? It's like a glitch in the time-space continuum.
Yes, exactly. Theater. This is only where it happens.
Theater.
So that is your activity for this week, folks. Just find some space for yourself. Hopefully you have someone to play with and just let it out. Try different ways to move your body and see if you can discover your character and then that world that character lives in just by walking around and experiencing it. And hope you have someone fun to work with too.
It's really great when you have someone to work with. Another thing too that you can do is you can do it together through Zoom, or you can do it with obviously friends, family, if you have family at home. And this is so fun because you can do it parents, kids, aunts, uncles. This is something that's not age restrictive.
Yeah.
It's really beautiful and creative, and anyone can join in. So whether you're together or you are far away, it's something that you can still do and enjoy and express yourselves and be creative. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Thank
Love
you
it.
so much
Thank you.
for inviting me into this beautiful space.
Thank you for coming. Air hug.
Air hug.
Socially distanced hug.
Yay.
Awesome.
And thank you guys for participating, and we'll see you next week for number 6, Color Your Voice Workshop, the virtual edition. Bye, guys.
Loving it.